Hello friends, in this video also let us discuss how to compute mean and median. Okay, this year you are having the study of mean deviation and standard deviation and coefficient of variation. To find mean deviation you need the knowledge of computation of mean and median. That's why I am recalling that. You might have studied in high schools the computation of these things. Okay, many of you are asking whether it is bridge course or regular class. Actually this may be taken as bridge course only, but this continues to regular classes. It connects to this year syllabus. While computing mean deviation, you have to find mean and medians first. Then you have to find mean deviation from arithmetic mean or mean deviation from median. Accordingly, you have to compute that one. For that, you have to know how to compute mean and median. Okay. And actually you have to know other averages also for competitive exams, JEE and all. Actually that is vast. I want to discuss that also, but okay, let me know if you want. I am ready to discuss that also, but in this video it may not be possible because you have to know. Yesterday I told now that other 5 averages, mode, geometric mean and harmonic means also, and when to use which average, that is also important. That is required in this JEE also. Okay, for the sake of this NCERT syllabus for this year, I will continue with these two only. See here, for computation purpose, the data can be classified as raw data, frequency data and continuous data. See, when the data, scores of students, some 35, 40, 69, 72, etc. If the data are in this form, here repeated values may also there, 69 repeated and 72 repeated, 35 repeats. Okay, the data is in this form, bulk form, that is called as raw data. If you arrange this data in systematic form, suppose the variable values, some scores, different scores with number of repetitions, that is called as frequency. So variable values associated with its frequency is called grouped data or frequency data. If the data set is very large, that means it ranges from highest value to lowest value, very big range, then we will classify that in certain groups, that is called as class intervals. See, this is one of the type, class interval. We group and number of values in belongs to that group, that is frequency. So class interval, there are 3 types of class interval. One is inclusive class interval. Inclusive class interval means say some 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, etc. Here both 0 and 9 are included in the same group only, same class. 10 to 19 means suppose a score is 10, then we have to include in this class interval only. Suppose a score belongs to 20, you have to include here, like that. But suppose another class is there, that is exclusive class interval. Exclusive, that is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. or 0 to 100, 100 to 150, 150 to 200, 200 to 300. Okay. Here, suppose a value having 10, which whether this belongs to first class or this class. So, either one of, see, this is the class, and 0 and 9 are called as limits, class limits, upper limit, and this is lower limit, 9 is upper limit. Here 0 is lower limit, 10 is upper limit. We have to either exclude lower limit or upper limit. So, it is called as exclusive class interval. Usually the tradition is we exclude upper limit, include lower limit. Suppose observation scores having the score 10. We include that 10, the observation here in this class, 10 to 20, not in 0 to 10. So, this is also called as overlapping class. Here this 10 and these two overlaps. Okay. Another class is there, that is open end class interval. Open end. Here either upper limit or lower limit is kept open. See, below 100, say below 10. Below 10 means 10 is the upper limit, lower limit is kept open, or above 100. That means 100 to dash, that is kept open. Okay. Usually, whichever may be the type of class interval, we convert that as exclusive class interval, then compute whichever average required. See, this type of data is called as continuous data. Now, you can write these things in your regular notes only, okay, because it is needed. But I will tell you when the actual syllabus starts, okay. Now, there are three methods of finding arithmetic mean. Finding arithmetic mean is, one is by direct method. By direct method. Okay. Here arithmetic mean is denoted by x bar, summation of fx divided by n. By shortcut method. Here x bar is equal to a plus d bar, where a is assumed mean, d is deviation. Okay. In step deviation method, x bar is a plus c into d bar, where d is step deviation, and that d is given by x minus a divided by c. See, a is assumed mean only, c means class width. You know how to compute arithmetic mean in these three methods. You try to understand. Then afterwards, whichever comfortable, you can follow that. Okay. But you know these three methods of computation. Okay. First, direct method. summation of fx by n. First method by direct method, x bar is equal to summation of fx divided by n. What is n? Sum of the frequencies, that is I took smaller numbers only, 3, 3, 10. So n is 10. Summation of f into x. F is already here, x is required. What is x? X means midpoint, mid value or midpoint. Midpoint of exclusive class interval is given by sum of the upper limit and lower limit divided by 2. See, 0 plus 10, 10 divided by 2 is 5. 10 plus 20, 30 divided by 2 is 15. This is 20 plus 30, 50 divided by 2 is 25. Similarly, 35, and this is 90, 45. Yes. Summation f into x. F into x column you have to consider. That means you have to take the product of these two. 2 into 5, that is 10. 1 into 15, that is 15. This is 75. This is 70. 90. Okay. Now take the sum. The sum will be 260. You require calculators here. 260. Now write the value here. 260. 260 by 10 is 26. So arithmetic mean in direct method is x bar is equal to summation of x by n, that is equal to 26. Now let us find this by shortcut method. Shortcut method. X bar is equal to a plus d bar. Okay. A is assumed mean, means you can take any value among this. Any value you can take, the value will be same. So better you select the middle one, because here our aim is reduce the size of the number, because whenever the number size is smaller, it is easy to handle. So x minus a, d is x minus a. Here x is 5, 15, 25, 35, 45. A is 25 always. 5 minus 25. 5 minus 25 means 5 minus 25 is equal to minus 20. Okay. 15 minus 25, that is minus 10. 25 minus 25, 0. 35 minus 25, 10. 45 minus 25, 20. Okay, these are D's. See, x bar is summation of x by n. What about d bar? X bar is summation of x by n. D bar is summation f d by n. Summation f d by n. So f into d you have to find. F d you have to compute. That means this f and d, f and d, 2 into minus 20 minus 40 it is. 1 into minus 10, 3 into 0, 0. You got it? 2 into minus 20, 1 into minus 10, 3 into 0, 2 into 10, 20, 2 into 20, 40. Minus 40 plus 40 get cancelled. Minus 10 plus 20. So 20 minus 10 is 10. Summation FD is, see, FD is these values. Summation FD means total of FD column, that is 10. And this n is also 10. So d bar is 1. Therefore x bar arithmetic mean is equal to a plus d bar. A is 25 plus 1 is equal to 26. You got the same answer, isn't it? Next one is by step deviation method. Third method is step deviation method. See, if you take the deviation from assumed mean, that is called as deviation. Step deviation means you have to divide it by some constant. Here step deviation is d is equal to x minus a divided by c. A is assumed mean 25. C is the width of the class interval, 10 minus 0 or 20 minus 0, any class you can take. 20 minus 10, that is 10. So here you have to construct one more column. Step deviation is x minus a divided by c, that is x minus 25 divided by c. So d is, or simply this is d divided by c. D is x minus a already. Okay, d is minus 20 divided by c is 10 minus 20 by 10 is equal to minus 2. Minus 10 divided by 10 is equal to minus 1. 0 by 10 is equal to 0. 20 by 10 is equal to 2. Sorry, not 20. 10 by 10. This is 10 by 10. And 20 by 10. This is one only. You got it? First you have to find the step deviations. Step deviation means you have to take the dx. These are the initial values. See, initial values are 5, 15, 25, 35, 45. If you take the deviation from assumed mean, once again I repeat, you need not take 25 only. You can take any one among this or other than this value also. But our intention is, why we are taking these deviated values? Because to reduce the size of these values. See here, minus this 5 becomes minus 20 here, 15 becomes minus 10 here, 25 becomes 0, 35 becomes 10, 45 becomes 20 by taking deviated values. If you want to further reduce, because see here, if you observe carefully, minus 20, minus 10, 0, 10, 20. These are all multiple of 10s. So if you divide that by 10, the value will further reduce. So minus 20 becomes minus 2 here. Minus 10 becomes minus 1 in step deviated value. So 0 is 0, 10 becomes 1, 20 becomes 2. Okay, so further reduces. So what is d bar? As in the earlier case, x bar is summation fx by n, d bar is summation fd by n. So n is 10. Fd means you have to construct. First you have to write the formula. Then you have to construct the necessary columns in the table. Summation fd means f into small d, 2 into minus 2. Here f2, this one, 2 into minus 2, minus 4, 1 into minus 1, minus 1, 0 into 3, 0, 2 into 1, 2, 2 into 2, that is 4. Okay, minus 4 plus 4 cancels, 2 minus 1 is 1. So fd is 1 only. That means summation fd is 1. So d bar is equal to 1 by 10. Now arithmetic mean in step deviation method is defined as x bar is equal to a plus c into d bar. A plus c into d bar. A is 25. C means 10. D bar is 1 by 10. Isn't it? That is 25 plus 1 is equal to 26. Here also you got the same answer. You got it? You solve one more example. See, once again I will consider one more example of the same type. I don't consider the different type of data. Whenever needed in the regular classes, I will explain that again. Hardly you may require to find the inclusive class interval. 1 or 2 examples are there. There I will consider or explain that again. Okay. First you try to understand how to find arithmetic mean by 3 methods: direct, shortcut and step deviation method. Okay. First let us find arithmetic mean by direct method. First one, arithmetic mean is given by x bar is equal to summation fx by n. Okay, x's are midpoints. Midpoint means sum of these two. 250 divided by 2, that is 125. Here it is 350. 350 divided by 2 is 175. 450, 225. This is 550. Yes, 550 means 275. Again 325. Mid values. Fx is needed. You multiply these two and construct the next column. F into x. 6 into 125. You check these values I already computed 525, 1125, 550 and 1300. So if you sum 4250, okay, 4250. Now 4250 divided by this n is 8, how much it is? 6 plus 6, yes, 12, 20. 20 means 21.212.5. So x bar is equal to 212.5, isn't it? Yes. Now by shortcut method, another method is, here you have to find A. First you decide assumed mean. Let us consider the middle value again, 225. Middle value is 225. Define D is equal to, this is deviation, x minus A. You construct one column here, x minus A. Okay. 125 minus 225 minus 100. 175 minus 225 minus 20 minus 50. This will be 0 and this is 50 and this is 100 again. What is the formula for arithmetic mean in shortcut method? A plus D bar. Shortcut method, it is A plus D bar. So D bar is given by summation of F into D bar. F into D divided by N. See, remember, if the frequencies are not given, then D bar is summation Fd by N, small n it is. If frequencies are given, summation Fd divided by capital N. Capital N is sum of the frequencies. Fd you have to construct. Fd. So F into D column. These two. Minus 600. Minus 150. 0, 100, 400, 500 minus 250 it is. Okay, because this is plus 500, minus 100 remains, minus 100 plus minus 150, minus 250. So minus 250 divided by N is how much? 20. It is minus 12.5. So actual arithmetic mean required is x bar is equal to, where is that? Assumed mean A plus D bar, 225 minus 12.5 is equal to 212.5. Okay, you got the same answer. Okay, many of you are sending keynotes. This is very good habit. See, it is coming. Good habit. You have to cultivate the habit of regular study. Actually, you have to plan for your study. You have to buy the textbooks first. Okay, all subjects. Then count the number of pages to be studied. You total at least in each subject. If it is having more than one volumes, you have to consider that also. All subject you have sum that. Count the number of days left before the exam, and decide how much page you have to complete every day, like that. In proper plan should be there in every work. Okay, you have started well, with well beginning. Bridge courses many did not submitted, but it seems to be good indication. Now step deviation method. Here you have to define x minus a divided by c, deviation divided by class width, or capital D by c, deviation by c. Okay, a and a is already decided, so c is 50. C is 50 here. Okay, construct this column. D is equal to D by C. That means D is already this column. You have to each and every value divided by C means 50. Minus 100 divided by 50 is equal to minus 2. Minus 50 divided by 50, minus 1. 0 by 50, 0. 50 by 50, 1. 100 by 50, that is 2. Okay. Don't sum that. You have to sum f into d. What is that? D bar. D bar is summation fd by n. X bar is summation fx by n. Small d bar is summation fd by n. Capital D bar is summation f into capital D by n, like that. So fd is f into d. That means you have to multiply these f into d. 6 minus 2. 6 into minus 2 minus 12. 3 into minus 1 minus 3. Similarly 5 into 0 0. 1 into 2 2. 4 into 2 8. That is minus 15 plus 10 minus 5. So summation fd means minus 5 divided by 20. Okay, now arithmetic mean in step deviation method is a plus c into d bar. A plus c into d bar. A is how much? 225. 225 plus c is 50 minus 5 by 20. So 0 get cancel. Minus 25 by 2. 225 minus 25 by 2 means 225 minus 12 point is equal to 212. 0.5. Okay, so you got the same value here also. Okay, this is how finding median. Suppose there are two sets of data. This is both are frequency data, frequencies given, that is continuous case. This is grouped or discrete case. X and F are given. How to find median? Yesterday I told you. First you have to find cumulative frequency, or it is called as less than cumulative frequency. First write as it is 8. 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 12, 26. 26 plus 4, 30. 30 plus 10, 40. So sum is also 40. You got it? Yes. Now you have to find n by 2 because median is the middle value. So 40 by 2 is how much? 20 only. Now cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to 20 you have to find. You have to search the value which is greater than or exactly equal to 20. So here exact 20 is not here. Very next value is 26. So this is 26. Therefore median is corresponding x value. So this is not median, remember, that is cumulative frequency only. Corresponding value of x is 40. So median is, required median is 40. See, that means if you arrange the data in ascending order. So what do you mean by this? 25 repeats 8 times. Suppose you are having a distribution, in that there are 8 25s, 6 35s, 4 42, 10 48, like that. They are mixed. Suppose you arrange the data in, or if you frame the array, then the middlemost value will be 40. There are 12 40s, 140 will be the median value, middle value will be 40. Okay. How to find median in continuous case? There is a formula for median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus cumulative frequency divided by frequency into C. I hope you studied this, but notations may be different, the meaning same. Okay, I don't know which notation you have used. See here, first here you have to find n by 2. Then find n by 2. Then cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to n by 2 you have to find. That leads to median class. First find n by 2 means the sum. What is this? 3 is 10. N is 10. 10 by 2 means 5. So then cumulative frequency 2, 3, 6 and 10. N by 2 cumulative frequency greater than or equal to n by 2 is this one, 6. Okay. See, once you find n by 2 and cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to n by 2, that leads to median class. So corresponding to this is the median class. Once you get the median class, then only you can apply the formula. Otherwise these notations will be not meaningful. See, median class. Okay, then what is L here? Once you find the median class, L will be lower limit of the median class. So this here also it is very important. The computation of mean deviation will be asked. For that, in the first part you have to compute the median, lower limit of the median class. Okay, one thing is over. What is CF? CF is cumulative frequency preceding to the median class. Okay, cumulative frequency preceding to the median class. F is frequency of the median class. Frequency of the median class. C is width of the median class. Now L, n by 2 already you know, CF, F and C. Okay, what is lower limit median class here? We will start here. Therefore, median class n by 2 is, okay, do one thing. See, n is 10. N by 2 here is 10 by 2 is equal to 5. So cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to 5 is 6. Therefore median class is 20 to 30. See, you have to identify median class first, then only you can apply the formula. Then median is L means, okay, do one thing. L is 20. N by 2 5. CF. See, cumulative frequency preceding to the median class, not actual this one. So this is CF here. Okay, and this is F 3. CF is 3, F is also 3. What is C? Width of the median class. 20 to 30 means 10. Now median is given by okay, I will write here, you take down. Now median is, substitute the values, that is 20 plus n by 2 is 5, CF is 3, F is also 3, C is 10. That is 20 plus 2 by 3 into 10 is 20 plus 6.666 recurring. So 26.6 is the required median. You got it? One more example of the same type. Here also you are asked to compute median. See here, the same frequency data, but if you observe the variable value, these are not arranged in a ascending or descending order. So you consider ordered array first. You make array here. First least one is 5, second is 10, third is 5 corresponding frequency also you have to write. 5, 25, 10, 15. Next is 15, 25. Next is 20, 20, 20, 25, 15. Okay. Now write the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is 25 plus 15, 40, plus 25, 65, 85 and 100. So n is also 100. Now n by 2 is 50. Cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to 50 is equal to 65 is 65. This is not median. Therefore, median is corresponding x value 15 is the median. Okay. So you have to observe this also. Now the data remains same as in the earlier case. For you computed arithmetic mean for this distribution. Now consider median for this. Okay. Before that we have to find, this is separate. Compute median. For that you have to find n by 2. First you have to find the median class. N by 2 is 9, 14, 20. 20 by 2 is 10. So cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to 10 is, you write cumulative frequency 6, 9, 14, 16 and 20. So these two are same. See, while computing median, you require median class, no midpoints, fx column and all. Only column required is cf column. This is essential. Cf greater than or is equal to 10 is 14. So 14. Corresponding to this is the median class. This is 14. Therefore, median class is equal to 200 to 250. You write step by step in correct procedure. First you have to find n by 2. Then identify cumulative frequency greater than or is equal to n by 2. Then identify the median class. Now you apply the formula. Median is equal to L plus n by 2 divided by f into C. So L here is 200, lower limit of the class limit, median class. N by 2 is 10 here. Minus CF. CF means cumulative frequency preceding to the median class. Cumulative frequency of the median class is 14. Cumulative frequency preceding to the median class is 9. So minus 9 divided by f. F is 5. Now width of the median class is 50. Okay. So how much it is? 200. I will write here. Median is equal to 200 plus 1 by 5 into this means 10. 210. Okay. I will give you one homework. See, you got 210 median here. Yesterday I told you how to find median without computation by using graph. For that, this table is enough. Class interval, frequency is given, cumulative frequency you wrote. One more column, if you want, you write upper limits. Upper limit versus cumulative frequency. Okay, you write upper limits here. Okay, along x-axis. Mark that. Take proper scale. You have to write the scale here. Here, cumulative frequency values. Along this, suppose here it is 6, 9, 15. Maximum is 20. Maximum is 20 means you divide. Don't take 1 centimeter is equal to 5 like that. Take bigger scale, because if you take 1 centimeter is equal to 5 means maximum is 20. Within 4 centimeter that will be exhausted. So you can take more than that. Then for each upper limits are 150, 200 here. Then you will get this kind of ogive, less than ogive. Then find n by 2. N by 2 means, suppose this is 10, n by 2 value. Draw a parallel line to x-axis or perpendicular line to y-axis. It will meet the curve here. Draw a perpendicular line to x-axis. Read this value. That will be exactly 210. Okay. Similarly, you can take any interval and any other examples and you can compute median and arithmetic means. Today you have studied this. Okay. You practice yourself. You no need to give the extra homework for this. And in the earlier example also you can find the by graph. And this is drawing graphs, and these are not at all considered in this year's syllabus. This will not come for your exam. For curiosity, you can check that. That is for your interest only. Okay, you do that. Bye. Happy learning.